get the fake on. Get out my way, I need space, I'm about to take off.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Damian Cryer, and I'm back with another video. So tonight, guys, no, it's not a prank, no, it's not a reaction, no, it's not a mukbang. This is just a little bit video, just to give you guys a little bit part of me, or a little piece of me, especially all of you new subscribers who recently joined the Cryer family. Thank all of you guys, man, for joining the Cryer family. It's been, I think I started YouTube November 24th of 2016. So I've been on YouTube just a little bit over 3 years. So a lot of people have been asking me in the comment section to do a video about what made me start a YouTube channel. Actually, I started doing my YouTube channel in 2016 before I even knew anything about YouTube, before I even knew anything about what the benefits of YouTube is or are. I had, you know, back then when I started YouTube, I actually started off doing YouTube from my Android cell phone, and I had like 6 videos I was recording. They were like 35, 40-second fishing videos. Now, currently today, I believe I have 640 plus uploads on YouTube. If you guys go all the way back, it would have to be like 3 years earlier. You will see those 5 or 6 fishing videos. Like again, they were just fishing videos of me just uploading fishing videos because I thought it was a good thing to do. I went on YouTube one day. I said, I'm seeing a lot of these guys that's doing fishing videos, and I'm learning how to do different stuff on YouTube, like work on cars, how to change brakes, how to change rotors, how to put a new alternator on, how to change a battery out of a car, how to fix a washing machine, how to fix a dryer. So when I first started watching YouTube, I think one of the first things I watched on YouTube was actually like fishing videos. And so it taught me like different techniques of how to catch certain fish and how to set certain depths on my lines versus like my bobber versus my split shot sinker versus my hook at the end of the line, and how to put my bait on, to actually watching videos to see what's the best season to fish to catch like the type of fish that you want to catch, like bass, walleye, perch, bluegill, rock bass, pike, carp, I mean, you name it. So one day I had a situation happen where I needed my brakes done on my car, but the guy who wanted to fix my brakes on my car was going to charge me like $200 and something, and that was for the front and rear brakes. At the time, I did not know how to do brakes, so I decided to myself, I said, well, $200 is a lot of money, you know, for brakes. Even though that's what a lot of places charge, you know, they charge ridiculous prices. So I decided, I wonder if I can pull this up on YouTube. And this is a real story, guys, real story. So I pulled it up on YouTube, and it said that the brakes pads for the car I needed was like $16 for the front and like $13 for the back, as far as going to buy like the brake pads and stuff. So I'm like, okay, so that's like 40 something bucks just to go buy the parts for myself. So I got to watching videos. I actually typed in my car. I think at the time I had like a Grand Am or something, a Pontiac Grand Am or a Pontiac Grand Prix. So I'm thinking to myself, well, so let me watch a video on how this actually works. And believe it or not, guys, it took me about 6 hours to do it, but I followed the YouTube video. I kept stopping the video when it got to my part. As far as like, I knew how to take the wheel off, jack the car up, take the wheel off. It's pretty basic. But getting into the calipers and the rotors and stuff, I had to keep pausing the video. There's like 2 long screws, one that holds the bottom caliper, the bottom part of the caliper, and the top part of the caliper in. Pull those screws out and tap the pads off and stuff like that. And that's what made me really get into YouTube stuff. Of course, my son was doing it. I think he started in 2016 as well. He wasn't as big as he is now on YouTube. So basically, I started using YouTube as a tool because when I got my brakes done, when I did my brakes, I saved myself $160 of what the guy was going to originally charge me to do the brakes. So I decided, well, damn, I'm gonna start using this YouTube thing. So one day, our dryer at our old, well, you know, when I was back in Indiana, living in the house back then, our dryer had broke and the heating element had went out. So the company was gonna charge like $300 to come out, put the new heating element on, and they said it was gonna take like 25, 30 minutes to do it. I'm thinking to myself, damn, maybe I should YouTube this. And I'm thinking to myself, there ain't gonna be nothing on YouTube about how to change a heating element in the dryer. Let me tell you guys something. I went on YouTube, I typed in the type of dryer I had. I believe at the time it was a Maytag. I typed in that Maytag dryer and it showed the heating element. It's like a springy thing and the spring had broke. And so I lifted mine up and I found the spring, the heating element, the spring had broke. Now mind you, if you guys do this at home, be sure that you unplug it first before you put any tools in there so you don't risk getting shocked or electrocuted. So I pulled the cover off and sure enough, the heating element was broke. I ended up calling around to some type of warehouse that had these appliances for wash machines and dryers, aftermarket parts. And do you guys know they had a heating element in stock for $12? I went to the place and bought the heating element for $12, took it back to the house and I put it back on the dryer the same way that I took it off. And oh my God, it worked. I couldn't wait to call my wife at work at the time and say, guess what? I fixed the dryer. She was like, no way. I was like, I swear I fixed it. I YouTubed it. So it was really exciting to go on there and learn different type of stuff. So that's what kind of brought me where I'm at today. Like people like, well, was it hard to actually start YouTube? And I actually started YouTube without even really giving it much thought. Again, I was sitting on a fishing bank one day and I had my phone in my hand, waiting on fish to bite. It was slow, it was boring, they weren't really biting. So I pulled up YouTube and I said, how do you open up a YouTube account? I pretty much just opened up, you know, made me an email and gave my account a name. I think my account name at the time was Damian Dame or something like that. And so I started doing those fishing videos and I had like 6 fishing videos and I had 16 subscribers. I remember going back checking like once every 2 or 3 weeks, looking at my subscribers. I'm like, yes, I gained 2 more subscribers, man. I mean, so I was gaining like 2 subscribers a month. So I was really excited. Now I know you guys may think that that's nothing, 6 or 7 subscribers. I'm gonna tell you something. If you have those 6 or 7 subscribers that's watching your channel, that means something. That means that they're interested in what you're doing. They're interested because they could have just watched the video and just kept it moving, but they took the time to stop, come back, and bing, turn that bell on. So the reason why I gave you guys that story is because, like I said, the list goes on and on and on. People constantly ask, how do you do YouTube? What editing software do you use? What editing software do you use for your thumbnails? Do you do your thumbnails or does somebody else do your thumbnails? What type of computer do you use? What type of camera do you use? So, and a lot of people ask me those questions in like my DMs. I get so many DMs where a lot of people want to know, how do you do YouTube? But my response to a lot of people in my DMs is, and a lot of you guys who's actually watching this video right now, even though when I commented back to you, I basically said it would be impossible for me to explain to you how YouTube goes and how to start a YouTube channel in a DM text message. It's just too much to explain. That means I'll have to stop what I'm doing and sit there and text back and forth. Because when somebody texts me on IG and asks me a question, or they may just say, hey, how you doing, Mr. Cryer? And I'll be like, hey, I'm doing okay. Hope all is well. Have a blessed day. And they'll just keep on texting and texting and texting and texting and texting and texting. And then I have to stop everything I'm doing to keep texting this person. And if I don't respond, and they'll send me a message that says, oh, you gonna leave me on red? It's like, okay, I did respond. So I'm making this video right here for you guys who have the questions. Sometimes I can't always respond to all of you guys' comments when you guys DM me as far as how YouTube works. The only thing I can say is, like, when you start YouTube or you want to create a channel, everybody is not going to start at the same level. What I mean by that, everybody's not going to have the expensive camera, expensive tripods, expensive vlog lights, ring lights, tables, desk, editing software, expensive computers. Everybody's not going to start off on that level. If you're a YouTuber that's wanting to get serious about it and you want to come up, you may not believe what I'm finna tell you guys, but it's true. Myself, my son, his wife, we all started off on our cell phones. I actually had an Android phone when I started off. I used this software from my Android phone. It was called DU Screen Recorder. Excuse me. So I downloaded that app. It's called DU Screen Recorder. You can download that app. It's like a little bitty orange symbol, like a camera. And that's what you can use to do like reactions on. It's very basic. The reaction box is not that big, but it's a nice little size reaction box, and you can give yourself a really, really good reaction to a video. So that's one of the things that you can do if you're wanting to do like reaction videos. However, if you want to get a little bit more computer savvy and you want to do it from a computer, it's going to be a lot more difficult when you do a reaction from a computer, because you got to have the camera, the tripod, and you have to have your computer set to that preference where you're going to actually be screen recording. Whereas if you have the app on your phone, I think that you can download the DU. When I had my Android phone, DU Screen Recorder wasn't available for the iPhone. I think the DU Screen Recorder is now available for the iPhone, so you can actually use the iPhone as well as the Android for the DU Screen Recorder. To me, that's a lot more easier. I do my reactions different now, where I'm getting a little bit better at them, where I'm actually doing them from my computer. Now, a lot of people ask, like, what type of editing software do you use? Again, you can go on Google or you can go on YouTube, and there are so many editing software, guys, that you guys can use. You can do it right from your cell phone. Nowadays, you don't even need a computer to have editing software. As you grow your channel and as you grow and get more serious about YouTube, that's when you can start to level up more. You feel what I'm saying? You can start leveling up more as you start growing. You want to get a nice computer, a nice MacBook, or something like that, a nice camera to upgrade your channel to give yourself better quality. Because the bigger that you get, the more that you want to upgrade your quality, your equipment. You know, you don't want to be, let's see, you don't want to be at 1 million subscribers and still vlogging from your cell phone. You want to level up. You want to get yourself some professional equipment and then go from there. But there are so many editing apps out there you guys can use, and now you can pretty much edit right in the palm of your hand now, versus sitting in front of a big bulky computer trying to, you know, chop and cut and do all this other stuff like that. So I'm not saying that it's easy, but the more that you work on it, the better that you become. A lot of people say, well, hey, I want to do YouTube, but they drop one video and then they don't drop any more videos. And they say, well, it didn't work for me. Well, you guys got to be consistent. That's what, you know, that's how you win. You be consistent. If you're consistent, you'll get them. And if you're persistent, you'll keep them. So you have to be able, you know, like when you capture a certain audience, actually, let me back up. When you do YouTube, you have to know what type of audience you want to capture. My channel is designed around everything. I do everything on my channel. The Crier Family, there is no limits of what we do on the Crier Family. That's a channel that's open. I do pranks, I do challenges, I do mukbangs, I do reactions, I do story times. I mean, I do video requests. I mean, I do it all. So it all depends on what type of audience you want to capture. If you into like beauty and you like to do makeup and hair tutorials, then that might be something that's a good start for you. If you like to do cooking, that would be a good start for you. But the key is, don't do what everybody else is doing when it comes to their cooking. Do your own thing, add your own style. You know, I mean, there's just so much. The list goes on and on and on and on. But you guys, like, I've had people reach out to me and they're like, well, Damien, well, you know, when did you get to a point where you got really, really serious about YouTube? Well, to be honest with you guys, about 2 years ago, no. I say about 1.5 years ago is when I got real serious about it. I mean, I was working a full-time job, 10, 12 hours a day, and I would come home, shower, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I will actually be up. This is after working all night long, get home 2, 3 in the morning. I shower and get me a snack and I'll be at my table vlogging, talking about something that happened at work. You know, because the thing is, when you capture your audience wants to hear from you. You know, they don't want your channel just sitting in idle. And that's what a lot of people do. They feel like that it doesn't work. They feel like that their channel is just sitting in idle, that it's not really going anywhere because their subscribers or their views is not doing what someone's subscribers or views are doing that's been in the game for 3, 4, 5 years. The thing is, it's gonna always start off slow. Unless you do something stupid crazy that just goes viral. Now, we all heard about the lady in the van. Late 2019, apparently she dropped the video and all of a sudden she got all these millions of views because she was in her van, she was taking a shower in her van, living in her van. And then all of a sudden, you know, you don't hear from her no more. That's what you call a YouTube plant. You know, I think that they do like test runs and trial runs like that just to see. You know, I think, my opinion, YouTube can actually push anyone's videos that they want. They can, you know, they pretty much can do what they want. But when you decide to do YouTube and you get serious about it, you want to keep this in mind. Don't just upload 1 or 2 videos and then base your future of, or not wanting a career off of YouTube because you dropped 2 videos and they only did like 20 or 30 views on it. You know, you cannot drop a video and expect that the whole world's gonna watch it. You wanna start putting your name out there. How you put your name out there? You have to consistently drop videos. You know, you have to know what type of audience that you wanna capture. If you wanna capture, again, like people do mukbangs. So there's a huge audience who loves to watch mukbangs. People like to watch people eat. They like to know what they're eating. They like the crunching sounds. They like the smacking noises. Again, like I said earlier, people like the beauty stuff. They like to do, I've seen tutorials where they're not even talking. They're just doing their fingernails. I've seen cooking, I've seen mukbangs where people are not even showing their whole face, just this part of their face right here. All you see is their mouth and all they're doing is sitting there like this. This is all you see right here, just the mouth. And all they're doing, and they're eating in the video. Now, when those people started off, I'm sure that they didn't just step in front of the camera with a piece of chicken and started crunching on it, and then they got millions of views. Absolutely not, it did not work like that. You have to be able to capture the audience. Once you capture the audience and you start getting your engagements, your subscribers will actually tell you what they want. Like for instance, me, I pretty much let the subscribers pick the videos that I do. Because some of the videos that I may want to do or I may do, maybe it's not interesting to them, but they'll watch the video to see what's going on. So sometimes you want to let your subscribers, your supporters, your viewers, the people who watch and support your channel, you should ask them what type of videos would you like me to do next, because you do videos that they suggest that makes them feel like that you're listening to them and you're engaging with them, you know. So that's always something important to remember. You know, you have to know what type of audience you want to catch. If you're dropping 2 or 3 videos and then you end it, that's the wrong thing to do. pick back up where you left off and continue doing it. Because eventually you're going to start growing your channel. You're going to start picking your channel up and things are going to start growing. Now, I'm not 100% for sure how the monetization rules go down. I think my channel actually got monetized. This is 2020. I started doing YouTube November 24th of 2016. I think my channel was monetized sometime late or towards the end of 2017. So I've been monetized for maybe almost 2 years now. Yeah, 2 years roughly. When I got monetized, I think the rules was like you had to have 10,000 views combined, 10,000 views combined. Was it 10,000 views combined and 10,000 subscribers? Or was it 50,000? No. You know what, guys? I think it was 10. Okay, I think you had to have 10,000 subscribers. No, wait. I can't remember. But it was something like, now don't quote me because I could be wrong. I can't even really remember. I think it was something like 10,000 subscribers and 20,000 views, or it was 20,000 views and 5,000 subscribers. But I don't know how it's changed now. I don't think that it is as hard to get as monetized now as it was back then. And I know it's more harder to get a verification badge now because they will lead you to believe that once you get to 100,000, you get a verification badge. Well, that's not true. YouTube has changed, so they based a lot of things on their rules. The more views that you get, subs that you get, because they're constantly monitoring. YouTube has a whole network of people that just sits around the office all day, reviewing and approving videos, monetizing, demonetizing, sending strikes and stuff like that. So you have to really know what type of audience that you want to capture. But you can get monetized. The thing is just because you do get monetized, it does not mean that life is going to change as soon as you get monetized. When you get monetized, it just means that your videos will start making money. Now, you could have 20 videos on your channel and you may only make 75 cents. So what are you gonna do? You gotta figure out a plan. You have to come up with a contingency plan as far as how do I wanna grow the 75 cents to $75. Grow the $75 to $700, and you have to be the one to come up with that plan because that's not something that someone can give you. You have to come up with your own thing. You have to create your own style. Whether you're a solo YouTuber, you guys have seen me with people on my channel. Y'all seen me vlogging with other women before, it worked, but then it didn't. You guys see me vlogging with other guys before. It worked and it didn't. And you guys see me vlogging by myself. And that always works for me. I do, like my channel is mainly me, as far as like the Crier family is concerned. Yes, I do YouTube videos with people, and trust me, here real soon I will be doing YouTube with someone else. I'm just not the type of person that's gonna put all my personal business out there just like that. When the time comes, it's time for it to happen, then we make it happen. But you just have to be consistent, man, and just really know what you want to do, know what direction that you want to go. So I think when some people get monetized, they feel like, oh, it's time for me to quit my job. Absolutely not, because you're setting yourself up for a big failure. Again, I started my channel in 2016. This is January 23rd of 2020. And so it's a process that you're gonna go through. It's gonna be times where you don't feel like doing videos. It's gonna be times where you just wanna throw the towel in and just say, the heck with this crap. That's the time where it's time to grind. You can come up with all kind of content. The world is a humongous place. And with that being said, the world being a humongous place, it means there's a lot of stuff to do. There's a lot of different ideas you can do. There's just so much content out there. But I'm really hoping that you guys and gals took something from this video, because this is something I want to take the time out of my day to do for you guys. Because this is like something a lot of people want to do YouTube. A lot of people, I mean, I don't blame you guys. I would too. It's a definitely wonderful platform to be on. I mean, a lot of people want to do it, but they're scared to get in front of a camera. A lot of people want to do it, but they're shy to get in front of a camera. A lot of people want to do it, but when the opportunity presents itself, they don't want to do it. So it's got to be something that you want to do. I made my mind up. This is what I'm going to do. You know, I don't plan on working for nobody but me. You know, if it falls tomorrow, I'll just start my own business. You know, this is what works for me. I feel like I worked 48, well, I can't say that. Let's say I'm 49 now. I think I put in 35 hard years of work. And that didn't work for me. You know, I actually wanted more out of life than just going to work and coming home tired to wake up the next day and go back and just do the same thing, just to be in the same position I was in the week before. You know what I'm saying? Like, you pay your bills, you work your ass off 10, 12 hours a day, 60, 70 hours a week. And then when payday come, you pay everything, you still broke waiting on the following week to get paid again. And guess what? The same thing happens. So I got tired of living like that, and I found a different way out. Now, am I where I want to be? Absolutely not. Am I doing what I want to do? Absolutely. You know, so it took me 3 years to make some decisions that I felt that was the right decisions to make, you know, to give myself more time to focus on me. We don't never know how much time that we have left in this world, none of us. So I just don't want to be one of those type of dudes who's just waiting till tomorrow to see if tomorrow is going to be that day. Is it going to happen while I'm at work, or I just rather just walk away and just do what I do? I love doing YouTube. It's something that I'm going to continue doing. I wouldn't actually trade this for nothing in the world. It has its good benefits. One of the good benefits is I can go fishing whenever I want. I don't really have to wait for the weekend to come to do what I want. You know, but to get to this point, you have to really burn. You have to really know what you want to do. Somebody in the comments asked, well, how much do you make on YouTube? You know, that's like the huge question. Everybody want to know, how much do you make on YouTube? I'm gonna say this, my first YouTube check was 30 bucks. Real story. Because the way YouTube has it set up, there's a threshold that you have to cross. Once you get monetized and you start making money, they don't just pay you that money. You have to at least make at least $100 to get an actual check from them. So my first 2 or 3 months doing it and I got monetized, I didn't get a check, but I seen on my analytics that it was 30 bucks. So I think about 4 months later, I ended up making that $100 threshold and I got a check for 100 bucks in the mail, and I was so excited. So I know that may not sound like a lot, but at the time I was working full time. Now, of course, it's way more than that now. So I don't even really, you know, dwell on that anymore. But the thing is, you got, you know, you have to start from somewhere. Everybody who starts off has got to start off somewhere. You're not going to drop a video and then tomorrow that's going to change, unless you got something that's going to go viral. Even people who got viral videos that go viral, they're still not monetized. It just means that their video went viral. So I hope that this video was able to help somebody else out today, as far as a lot of the questions and a lot of questions that I can't always answer on, you know, messages when people send me messages on IG or Facebook Messenger, because, you know, I think I've had some people kind of get upset with me in messages like, oh, wow, you can't answer my question. And it's like I'm driving down the street doing like 60 miles per hour. And somebody texts me, hey, Mr. Cryer, can you give me some tips on how to do YouTube? Well, I can't pull up at the red light, stop and send you a 20-minute message. So this video, I'm hoping that it reaches the people that it needs to reach, and hope that it reaches people who want to know how to do YouTube and want advice on how to get started. You know, as far as, you know, this is the best I can do right now to try to give people advice. Again, it's really hard to send messages like this through a cell phone, because if I did that all day, I would never get anything done, and I wouldn't be able to bring you guys great videos. But anyway, I'm gonna do a couple shout outs here, man. I'm gonna end this video off Yeah, y'all know I gotta put my, I'm gonna call these my thug glasses on. Because you know a brother getting up to an age now. So anyway, the first shout out is going to go to Misty Justice. Thank you, Misty, for always been a loyal subscriber. You've been here since day one. I really appreciate you. Second shout out goes to Treon Hibbler. Thank you for always supporting. I appreciate all the wonderful comments that you always leave up under my videos. Third shout out goes to Sammy Sue Ann. Sammy has been with me for a long time. I hope you staying warm down there in New York, Sammy. Thank you for always supporting. Appreciate it. And we're gonna do one more shout out for you guys. We're gonna shout out Kamari Abrielli. Thank you, Kamari Abrielli. I hope I pronounced your last name right. I appreciate you for always supporting and always leaving really wonderful and positive comments. Also, guys, this is how we do the shout outs, man. You know, I do my shout outs based on the comments. People who comment, I know that you guys have been there. You know, I know you guys have a lot of channels, and you know, that's something that I do to give back by giving you guys shout outs, because it also helps you grow your channel. Me shouting you out or shouting your channel out helps grow your channel, so it does have its benefits. So we're gonna try to start back being more consistent with the shout outs, because lately I may skip a video or two, and when I do skip a video or two from doing shout outs, I'll end up throwing 3, 4, 5 shout outs in one video, and the people that I shout out, they actually watch the whole video and they see the shout outs. But a lot of people don't see the shout outs because they kind of skip the video to try to get to the good part, and they end up missing the most important part. And the most important part is hearing their name actually called out. So anyway, guys, I want you to like, share, comment on this video. All of my links to all of my social media is in the description box down below. Feel free to leave me an email at black_dac2@yahoo.com. Now, I don't check my email all the time, but I do check my email and I do response. Sometimes I get a lot of senseless stuff in my emails that I'm simply not going to respond to, because I think it's a lot of crazy people out there in this world. Let's just say that. Anyway, man, don't forget to follow me on all social media. If you have not subscribed to the Crier family, scrolling up by those comments, man, they ain't going nowhere. Go back to the top and turn that bell on. So every time I drop a video on the Crier family channel, you will be the first one to get the notification and watch the video first. Until next time, I love each and every one of you guys. I'm Damien, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.